Welcome, everybody. We've got Will Weinraub from Cryptoys joining us today. How's it going, Will?
Good, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, welcome, man. So Pirate Bro had me on and he said I'm having so much fun opening these Star Wars Cryptoys.
Yeah.
Um, why don't you get Will on? And he's probably like open like 20 now. But yeah, I just want you to introduce yourself, potentially to I'm sure a lot of people have heard from you already, but just a quick one for the
Yeah,
video.
sure. So, yeah, very happy to be on and join you for a little bit here. So, my name's Will. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Cryptoys. We're building the world's premier digital toy company. So, really just kind of rethinking, the things that you can do with a toy if all of a sudden the limitations and the constraints of plastic manufacturing, physical production, etc., were eliminated, and you had, all these possibilities. What could you do through the lens of a toy? So in some ways, you can consider us like a bit of a toy company and a bit of a gaming company. We joke around that like Cryptoys is like if you take a toy company like Mattel and a gaming company like Nintendo,
Mm.
and if those two companies had a baby, it would be Cryptoys, and that's how we like to think of ourselves. So. All the makings of a toy company, with all the makings of a gaming company, and trying to do some fun things through the lens of a toy. And it's been a fun ride so far.
Oh no, it's definitely been a fun ride. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, you had Pirate Bro, and then obviously his infectious charm, like with all of us in chat, because we share like a nice chat together.
It's awesome.
Um, it was just like I'm buying these, and I remember the unboxing day for Star Wars, because obviously that's like one of the most like high prominent ones, and obviously you had a few FAs in my mind, for the digital collectibles space anyway. So yeah, and also just wanted to say like I'm just jumping straight in there because I know we don't have too much time today, but I heard that well, I guess when this releases, it'll be like a maybe just 24 hours left until I guess chat just like the exact time from when this drops.
Yeah.
But you from when this is recording is 48 hours, right? Or something like that, probably like less than 48 hours to claim the max mint um airdrop, is it that you're going to be doing?
Yeah, we'll be. I want to reward folks that have supported us, and just as a thank you,
Hmm.
for believing in us as a young company that's really trying to make a name for itself. So we'll be doing some fun airdrops. I'll do a few different things. The first, there'll be some cubes that will airdrop. Hopefully in the next week or so, and then there'll be another airdrop coming once we get item support and backpacks. So we'll do some fun stuff. And again, I'm
Ooh.
batching some of these folks together as like some of the early believers that are max minting and really supporting us. So we appreciate it.
Sure, man.
Yeah,
Sure. So can we talk about the Star Wars one, because obviously that's the one that really got heads turning and stuff.
sure.
Maybe I'll go and share my screen. Second. Right. So can you see my screen? Oh, maybe not yet.
Yep.
Awesome. So yeah. So as you can see, so since when you announced that these rewards actually stack, because
Yeah.
obviously I know a lot of people that did five. But
Hmm.
as soon as I heard that these things actually stack, I went
Yeah.
and bought a few more. So yeah, let's go ahead. Without further ado, shall we just go and unbox some of these?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Let's do it.
How
Let's see
many
what
have
we
you
get.
unboxed for the Star Wars
Oh
one?
man, I've probably done about 20 so far.
Oh yeah, oh
I
yeah.
would say. Yeah.
Did you get a grail yet?
I got a Luke Grail. That's the best one I've pulled is a Luke Grail.
Oh,
I'm
should we?
still
Yeah, should we have a look at this? Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
sure.
Sorry.
I'm still after. Like, yeah, if you want to go down to the collection, I'll show you which ones I got. So I pulled. I think I have all the commons at this point. Um,
Yep.
I have. I think I have the Anakin, the Order 66 Darth Anakin variant. I do have the Red 5 Luke. I think I have a Cloud City Leia. So I think I'm good on the rares. So I think I have all the commons and all the rares. So the legendaries, this is where I really need some help. I've been looking for that Luke, that Jedi Master Luke. That's like really one that I'm after, and it is
Really?
eluding me. It's
Yeah,
eluding me.
that's the first one I unboxed actually.
Oh wow! Oh man, we're gonna have to work out a trade once trading starts.
Yeah, sure.
I can't seem to pull that one. And then out of the, I think also that I'm missing that Leia. I think I do have the correct helmet, Darth. And then scroll down. Um, the only Grail that I have is that Luke, the Jedi Master, Luke.
Oh
And
man,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a great one. I love that one. But I still need the other two. And then I don't have any Ultra Grails, so I still need to work on that for
So
sure.
I mean, I'm starting to doubt the existence of these because
Are you
I've not.
kidding me, bro? They're look at Twitter. There's people are pulling them. You know.
Are they? Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Maybe I need to like look a bit harder because
Oh yeah.
it's eluding us. I mean, we must have opened at least 100, and no one's done any. Like
Oh
no
yeah.
one's
They're out
unboxing
there.
the Ultra Grail. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
they're out there. If you look at Twitter, we've been retweeting a few, so
so, so
they're
a
being sold.
question for you then. How many do you have to unbox normally to open an Ultra Grail? Is that like an odds thing that you can?
I mean, some people have just bought like two or three and they got lucky and they hit one. So
Yeah.
it's really truly random. So I just got to keep hunting for them for
Yeah.
sure.
Skip
But they're
there.
out there.
Well, chat, I've got four different like opportunities today to
There you go. Maybe it's today. Today's the day. Let's go.
hey man, listen, I won't even be mad because okay, obviously I want to open something nice, but already like I said,
Yeah,
the first
beautiful,
one I unboxed
beautiful.
was the Luke, and then
Hmm.
I believe like I kept and yeah two legendaries, two rares, and two commons. So
Yeah,
I'm
you got a great
due a
collection.
grail. I'm definitely due a grail. So let's without further. And then by the way, this I love the unboxing for this,
Yeah.
like the building, and I heard that you guys have some animators from like really prominent ones
Oh
working
yeah.
on this. Can you
Yeah,
tell us a
the
bit
team
about
is
that?
incredibly talented, and I think if you scan across the team, you have every single production company or Hollywood studio represented at some point. One of our team members has worked at that house, so um, really one of the most talented teams in the industry. Just really fortunate to be able to work alongside them, and you could just see by the quality
Quality,
of the unboxing just how talented they are.
right? Without further ado,
Oh yeah, let's go! I'm excited.
man, let's just go. Let's just do
Yeah.
it.
All
Right.
right.
So,
That hyperspace hits every time.
so I'm clicking and then I'm holding upwards, right?
Yeah, you
And
just
it
hold
really
it
wants
again.
you to be sure you want to open it, right? Kind of.
You got it. It's gonna go.
Oh,
Oh
messed
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I got too excited. I right clicked.
I'm in Leia.
Okay.
I don't think you
Okay.
had that one.
Did I?
Did
Yeah.
you?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Guess I've just unboxed that.
That's awesome.
Okay. Right. I think did I just unbox her as well?
You
Which is
did, yeah. She's
oh
good.
great.
But it's okay. You're gonna need a few unboxed anyways. So
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I was gonna ask that as well. So what was the thought process behind it? Because that's extremely like so obviously you then you unbox the actual box and then it stays in the wrapper
Hmm.
almost.
Yeah.
And is that like are you thinking maybe it's like kind of like the real life experience of keep
That's
collectors
right.
keeping it? Yeah.
So, like here, I'll show you. Like, you have two different types of collectors. Or people that buy toys. Two different types of toy consumers. You have people that buy toys and they keep it in the blister pack. Kind of like this.
Mm,
Um, folks that typically do this and keep it in this is collectors. They collect it. They want to keep it in mint condition. And then you have folks that buy toys and they take it out of the packaging, right? And they actually can play with it and they can maneuver it, interact with it in different ways, right?
Mm.
So Cryptoys, if we're going to build the world's premier digital toy company, we have to offer both modalities, for folks that, hey, there are folks that want to collect and there are folks that want to play. It's like, what type
Mm.
of toy consumer are you? But
Mm.
there's benefits to both. If you keep it in the blister pack, we'll do special things for folks to keep it in the blister pack. There might be some airdrops and bonuses, but you won't be able to play with anything that's in the blister pack. Like you won't be able to see it in the AR experience. I mean, you could see the blister pack in the AR experience, but you won't be able to do certain things with the AR experience. There's certain games that you won't be able to play if he's in the blister pack. But then again, there's also benefits to keep it in the blister pack.
Because
So
of the collecting. All right, so
yeah,
you're
like
targeting two different experience types, kind of almost.
basically, and a lot of collectors, like in the sneaker game, like sneaker collectors and sneaker enthusiasts, they'll buy one to rock and one to stock. So a lot of folks are doing duplicates where they're buying one to keep in a blister pack and one to open. And then I take it a step further. I want three of each because I want one to rock, one to stock, and one to swap, right, for trades.
Mm.
So we're gonna have a trading aspect to the platform as well. So I'm really excited about that. So that, I mean, you hold on to your legendary Luke because I'm gonna hit you up. Watch your DM. As soon as trading is enabled,
Let's go,
I'm gonna
baby. Let's
send you a
go.
message.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the addictive part of the stream, and
Yeah,
I just need to see what's happening with this, man. I need to unbox the Grail. Like I need an Ultra Grail. Like,
let's
come on,
do it. It might
go.
be in there.
Okay, no right.
All right, let's go. Good luck.
Tap and hold. Oh, just tap and hold. I don't have to pull up. Okay.
No, you just tap and hold. It's already loading right now. When you see
Yeah.
the letters go away on the right side, you're good to go. It's just loading. It's minting as we speak. So good luck. I'm feeling a big one here for you.
Go.
All right.
Okay.
The
Okay.
rare lay. That's a good one.
And I think I could see the mint number, right,
Yes,
for
you
that.
can. Yep. Oh, it's a good mint.
It's a good mint. It's a good
Yep.
mint. You've noticed I've not clicked in there again just in case I've
Yeah,
unwrapped
yeah,
it.
yeah. Back out of there. Good job. And I think, let's see, go down to your collection. That's your second rare Leia. So like you probably want to keep the 285, but you might want to trade the 1201, at a future point. Scroll up. Oh, you actually have three. Oh, no. That's Luke. Okay, yeah. So you have two. You're good. Your collection's shaping up nicely.
Yeah, that's not too bad. And
Not
I was
bad at
gonna
all.
say, does the mint matter at the moment, or do you have any fun things?
I there's no gamification element specifically for the mint number. I just think that's really more of a collector's thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people really like low mints or relevant mints like
Hmm.
1977.
Oh yeah,
Right, things like that when Star Wars was released. So like, I think it's more of a collector's item than anything else.
yeah. That's great. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. So we've got two more chances, Will, to pull in.
Oh man.
I feel like just one Ultra Grill would do for the last two I've done. Like that would really be cool. It's just too much. It's just too addictive, man. Really.
It is. I actually now have to buy 5 as soon as I hang up this podcast. I'm jonesing for 5 myself.
Yeah. Let's go. Keeping me too much in suspense.
Yeah, no. So you
Go.
Grail.
Let's go, Ultra Grill.
Common.
I don't have any luck, Will, right now. What's
I think
happening?
you got a rare before, so you're pretty good, and
Oh,
that's a
it's,
low
it's
mint.
still a low. It's still another low mint. Yeah.
You're actually very lucky on the mint numbers. So, and perfect. You have one unboxed Cryptoy, and now you have another one that you're keeping on ice. So you're looking good. But here
Yeah,
you
and
go.
it's actually still a low one. I must have had the batch of the layers, the common layers again.
Maybe. Here, I think you're gonna pull a big one here.
Let's go. this is how you know it's really random. Not just because I'm a streamer or anything like that. You know.
No. Yeah, see, if it was fixed, I'd be giving you all the big ones, right? For the
Ah,
to be live.
yeah. You forgot the DM, man. You forgot it.
No, it's completely random. Maybe this is a big one here. Let's see. I'm pulling for you.
Thank you,
We'll
man.
get
I really need it.
a Grail Luke or a Grail Vader.
Let's go. I need an ultra grail. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can't go wrong with a common Vader. That's the
Yeah.
classic. It's
I
the
think a
classic.
lot of people want it. So okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be in demand for sure. That's
I mean,
awesome.
I have a surplus of common Vaders,
I,
so
that was one that like I was having a tough time pulling. I really wanted that just like classic look Vader, and I got it like on like my 19th or 20th opening. But I was happy to
yeah, yeah,
get it.
yeah.
We need
So
that in
you're
the
saying,
collection.
are you saying I need another five? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you know,
Oh
you might as
yeah,
well try. Only if you like it. Only if you like the
yeah,
product.
yeah, yeah. Sure. I wanted to ask you actually because we were talking about this and it's kind of strange how, you know how a lot of people want to keep the market open straight away after a drop because like you're trying to maximize on the hype and stuff. So
Hmm.
why is the marketplace closed and what is your thoughts on this? And is it just because of a technical thing or are you genuinely wanting people to hold on to these for a while before
Well, it's a little bit of both. So, first off, we're a digital toy company, first and foremost, and NFTs are just, and blockchain is the technology we use for the assets, but we don't lean into like, hey, we're an NFT company or a blockchain company. We're a digital toy company. And we're
Mm,
really here to, build something that can be generational and something that millions and millions of people can use and millions of people of all ages. That's really important, right?
mm,
As a digital toy company, you can't just be available for adults or older collectors. You need to be available for kids as well. And there's like rules and regulations and compliance stuff that you need to be able to do properly to be able to allow trading to occur for people of all ages, right? So it's a little bit different if you're just building for adults versus you're building something that's an all ages platform. So it starts there. Um, Secondly, we actually really like that there's no marketplace to start because there's no way that we can build in this whole space something that's long term and sustainable if everything's predicated on floor price right out of the gate. So it takes away the conversation of fandom and enjoyment and fun and collecting, and it goes extremely to, oh, what's the floor price of that Vader, oh, is it, how much money is it worth, etc. And that's not how things become successful, by just being money driven and flipping. And we also have to be really cognizant that we have our own little bubble of these early adopters. We're early adopters. We like to be in the space, digital collectibles. We see the future in that. But the vast majority of people, also collectors in the physical space, they don't like NFTs, or they're not warmed up to
sure.
NFTs yet. And if you talk to them, you ask them questions about why they're not into it, it's very much they think it's a scam. They think it's a cash grab. It's all money driven. It's greed driven.
Mm,
And it's detracting a lot of people from entering the space because it's all about money.
mm,
And a lot of collectors and fans don't buy these things for money. They don't buy them to flip, or they're not interested. Like, people buy Darth Vader memorabilia not because it's going to be worth a few $1,000s one day. People buy Darth Vader memorabilia for the enjoyment of the character and the fandom, etc. Um, so we really need to start from a place where we're attracting a certain type of audience that believes that we're building something for the long term, and showcase the utility and the value of these things first and foremost before we inject secondary value into the conversation. Because as soon as you inject secondary value into the conversation, that's all the community will want to talk about, is the value of these things. And these things are very hard to build. These platforms are very hard to build, and they take a decent amount of time to build. So we do want to release the marketplace. We will release the marketplace. It's certainly coming, but we wanted to make sure we did it in the right way to make sure that we start with fun, fandom, and entertainment, but then also be have a grounding and a framework for people of all ages to be on the platform as well, or else this becomes a trading marketplace like an exchange, and you're kind of you know put in a corner in the type of company that you're becoming, and we don't want to do that. We certainly want to provide the capability, but we want to be known for the unboxing experience. We want to be known for the utility, for the entertainment, and then let all the other stuff happen on the side. So like, if you want to build amazing IP, look, Pokemon wasn't released in the 90s, and people didn't buy Pokemon packs at that time because they thought it was going to be worth $100,000 one day. They didn't see that Charizard card from the 1999 base pack, and they're like, "Oh my god, I better stack these because these are going to be worth a lot of money one day." People bought them because they liked the characters, they liked the game, the trading card game, and because it was widely adopted and enough people loved that IP, it became worth something one day. So you
Mm.
start from an organic place of that, and then you grow into something of secondary value. You don't start with trying to create secondary value and then go to the other side of it. That really never works. And we need to take a step back and realize the space that we're in currently, the market that we're in of like active Web3 digital collectors is incredibly small. And the only way that this becomes successful is if we grow the space and welcome more people into it. And it's become very clear that starting with money and value and trading capability is not what's attracting people. It's actually detracting people. So we want to build organically and provide that functionality versus starting from something that already gets people disinterested before you can even have the conversation.
Yeah, that's now you mentioned that. Obviously, I did an interview with Matt recently, and he said that right now we're in a cold bear market. There's only 7,000 active wallets in the whole of
Pretty
crypto.
much. I mean, yeah, I don't know exactly the number, but it's small comparatively to like, video game players or toy consumers or things like that. And these are the markets that we need to bring in. So we have to be cognizant of how they perceive the space.
And the crazy thing as well is how, let's say I want to take one of my favorite ones is Counter Strike.
Yeah, Counter Strike.
Like
Yep.
Counter Strike skins, and they are like $1 billion market now. Obviously, we say that because there's a lot of factors, as you know. Not all savory, that it doesn't mean it's all because of gameplay, but I would think it was born from gameplay. It was such a
Oh yeah.
playable game. Like the mechanics is unreplicable, probably still leading. Like it's just so intuitive. I've been a Counter Strike player since I was a kid. Like if I was reborn as a kid, this is the best time for me because I would have been probably a pro. So I keep saying this, but they it's centralized over there. So you're building on top of a web, like all the web. Like I would hope some Web3 concepts that like people could own these things and for their own wallets and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
also, but primarily play them um in a fun game. So trying to encompass what skins have done, but more than that, because they're actual characters. It's not like you're actually paying for the character, not just the skin of the character. Like, because some of these skins are like worth ridiculous amounts of money, but it's just a way to flex almost, right?
Yeah.
But that's the name of that game. The name of that game is to flex. But here it's like, no, this characters you love and hopefully get to play with.
Mhm.
Am I hitting the right spot there? But then there's a lot of patience involved, I guess, because I mean, like I said, like for this one, what's next for the Star Wars stuff?
Yeah, we're going to be releasing some more functionality for that, coming with Star Wars. There's going to be a Star Wars version of the block. The block is like our interactive test drive area that you can run around in. It's an exciting thing. If you opened up our Zuafo Escape characters or our Masters of the Universe characters, you'll notice you could unwrap them and take them for a little spin. You can't do that with Star Wars yet because there's custom animations and things that we're doing for Star Wars, but that's coming very soon. And then, of course, we're having an items layer where you can decouple. A lot of people don't know this, that when you buy the Star Wars characters, that's two NFTs inside that blister pack, there's the character and the item. Those are individual NFTs that you'll be able to decouple later on in the experience as the platform gets upgraded. So that'll be coming as well. There'll be more Star Wars characters that will be released as well. We can't say exactly which
Oh
ones, but
wow,
they're
okay, let's
yeah,
go, baby,
yeah,
let's
oh yeah,
go.
for
All
sure. So
right.
we have a lot of cool stuff in the works, and yeah, stay tuned. We're a very busy team for
Yeah,
sure.
sure, sure. And I wanted to touch upon like FAs and how
Yeah,
significant that is. I mean, I guess from just the collecting perspective, and obviously, like, the big IP crowd that we have. Can you talk to me a bit about that? Because, like, let me just like bring up my crypto screen again.
yeah.
Because I guess you can almost argue because brought this on, one of my good friends. He said that, like, okay, obviously Leia, as we know, is appeared in your platform as FA in the blockchain. Um, but I guess there's like different phases of, let's say, when Anakin. This is, he mentioned, I can't exactly remember, but he said like, oh, it's the pre Darth Vader Anakin, or he was very specific about like, the phases of that character's
Yeah.
life, or like life cycle. Has that been like in your thoughts as well when you release this collection?
No,
Things
it really hasn't. Honestly,
Okay.
we
Okay.
didn't. You didn't even know it was like a thing that was important to folks FAs, and we're learning. That for sure. We just wanted to release three incredible characters that were tied together. There's themes whenever we do the waves, and of course, Darth, Luke and Leia, are very connected for a number of reasons. Um, and yeah, with these characters, we're excited that Leia turned out to be a first appearance, and that's really cool. But it wasn't something that we did on purpose. We can't take credit for that.
No. Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's very honest. You could have
yeah.
just easily just said yes, and to please the
No.
Web3. Well, not the Web3, but like the big
Well, now
IP
we
crowd.
know. Now we know it's a priority. So thank you for letting me know. So
Okay. Okay. Do you want to talk about like the recent Apple Vision?
sure. Yeah, I love what we saw out of Apple earlier this week. I'm super bullish, obviously, on AR, VR, mixed reality, um, spatial computing. All those things are super important, especially for digital collectibles. We're a digital toy company, so the idea that you can blend realities to see digital assets in a physical space, I think, is incredibly bullish for the entire industry. We're already working on AR technology, through the phone. We've already made a lot of progress on the app. So this is a great opportunity for us to transfer that technology to headsets like the Vision Pro. So I'm very, very excited. You could definitely count me in to be building on the early developer kits for it. We'll definitely be submitting a lot of requests for early units so we can get as much of a head start as possible. But yeah, you can see here a preview of the AR app, or the AR feature, I should say, that'll be going into the mobile app. So I'm very bullish, and that's the thing about Apple is they're not usually the first ones to market, but they usually take their times to do it right and to really create high quality experiences. They did it with the MP3 players, they did it with tablets, they did it with smartwatches, and here it looks like they're going to do it again with AR VR. So I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to get my hands on one and to see what it's like. But if it's anything that Apple's known for, which is quality and user experience, I think it's going to be a phenomenal device, and I think it's going to open a lot of people's eyes, no pun intended, to this extremely exciting space of blending physical and digital.
Interesting you said that, because it feels like there's a lot of parallels between you and Apple with the quality and experience that you're
Mhm.
focusing on. Much like what you said, it feels like your target audience isn't even Web3. I guess the fundamentals is in Web3, and it's a safe
Yeah,
bet for the future. Yeah, right? Like ownership. And I'm just circling back to that Counter Strike skins. That what I actually wanted to say was, well, these guys are like really angry
yeah,
with NFTs when And when and there was this clip resurfacing from the guy that was angry with like some of the shoes being into the like mainstream games, right?
Oh, right, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah, and then you think, well, actually, all we're wanting to do is own them outright in our wallets where no one can touch them,
totally.
right? And it's almost like what you guys are offering on the back end, like being one step ahead in the collectability game. Because if when we go to Web3 and that is the future, it's just the next step in collecting, I guess.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I mean,
So,
look, to just to talk on that real quick, like
mm,
what you notice is that people don't really understand NFTs, and people are always weary about things they don't understand or things that are new,
mm,
especially things that are perceived to be a cash grab. Don't forget, gamers are one of the most protective, rightfully so, audiences, and I say that because I know them. I'm a gamer myself, and you become very weary to game studios nickel and diming you and coming up with monetization strategies to extract more money out of the consumer.
mm,
So we've saw this happen before, like 10 years ago when free to play was introduced. Remember when free to play was introduced, it was a big revolt amongst gamers because they thought that, hey, like, no, what do you mean? Charge me the $50 up front and let me play the full game. Don't give me it for free and then nickel and dime me as I go through different levels. Like, that's disingenuous. So for about 5 years, everybody hated free to play. And then slowly but surely, game studios figured out how to do free to play the right way, giving the right kind of systems in place, that now free to play is like widely adopted as like industry standard. And like a lot of people think like it's in many cases the right way to go for many games, but it takes a long time for both sides to understand how to do it right and why it's beneficial. So I think the same thing's happening with Web3 and NFTs. You talk to people about NFTs and it's like, oh, I hate NFTs. I'd never buy one. Don't even say that word. Well, why? Why do you hate that word? Why do you hate digital collectibles? It's like, oh, back in 2017, my cousin got me involved with an ICO that went belly up, and that was a scam, and I won't touch anything crypto related. And that's where you realize that like they're just conflating things on cryptocurrency and scams in the cryptocurrency world with NFTs simply because they're both related to blockchain and they're both built on blockchain, where that's really the only similarity between the cryptocurrency and an NFT is they're on the blockchain.
mm.
When you explain to someone, no, those things are totally different things. They're both on the blockchain, but what NFT all it really does is you have a bunch of digital items anyways that you buy, right? On games and on apps. Yeah, yeah, sure. Well, all NFTs do is give you true digital ownership to those things. And
Mm.
they go, "Oh, well, why wouldn't I want that?" And you have to have that conversation kind of one at a time because of the misconceptions that are out there. So it will take time, but I feel like people will come around to it.
I think you're absolutely right, and obviously we're probably close, well, pretty soon on this, but I think it's like this, right? I've heard in the radio driving back from work today. Oh, uh, there's now a regulation for 24-hour refund for cryptocurrency because the government wants to crack down on people losing money, and that was
Yeah.
it. That was the skit, right, for the radio, and I was just like, I was driving, I was like, but I know people who bought Pepe and they're now like from $900 they have like 170 grand. Like,
Mhm.
can't be all that bad. But then on the flip side, I realized actually it's bringing in the wrong crowd almost.
Yeah.
Like, so you're trying to attract collectors or people that want to play the game.
Mhm.
Yes, you're in the blockchain. Yes, you have full ownership of it. However, they're also looking to flip, right? And like, and that's actually probably 90% of where we are. Like, a lot of people have seen money from the space. Now that the money's not here anymore, the people that are left hopefully are the people that are looking to build.
That's
So,
right. That's the hope, is that, look, we spent the last 2 years in this space being money focused. And when I say we, I just say the whole Web3 community. It's all about marketplaces and flipping and floor prices. Where did that get us at the end of the day? it was fun when the bull run was happening and everything was going up and to the right. But where did that leave us when the cycles turn? It's not leaving us with more users. It's not leaving us with longevity. So we need to try new things to bring in more people to the space. We need to kind of reinvent the wheel a little bit as far as like what the space needs, what it means, how do we attract more users, how do we get rid of the distaste that people have for the whole industry. So we have to try new things, and we can't be afraid to try new things. And we understand that, a lot of people push back on us like, oh my God, Cryptoys doesn't have a marketplace to start. We know that that's going to turn off some people. But what we believe is that doing things a little bit different will allow for the longevity a year from now, 2 years from now, to really create something special versus like, let's just do it like how last year did it and how we did it the year before. Like, that's not evolving the space or welcoming anybody new. You launch a marketplace on day one, you get the same 5,000 wallets recycling over and over. And that can only take you so far, so you need to grow the space in a meaningful way. So you have to be okay with like just trying things different and be okay with a little bit of backlash for the benefit of the vision that you think will be fruitful for everyone.
This is great. I want to finish off on a question that, obviously, the Star Wars drop was $40, and is that the normal price for like a real life high end toy? Is that the
Yeah, I
reason for
paid
that
forty
price point?
dollars. So I paid $40 for this guy. It was exactly $39.99 at the local Target. See, this is a 40th anniversary edition. Oh, it's right here, 40th anniversary, Return of the Jedi. So I would say, yeah, on the high end side of things and the special limited edition stuff, you're in like the $40 to $50 range. Then you can go and buy $10 toys at different stores,
And
and those different availabilities. But we want to create the same uh, kind of selection. Right now, everything is the hero tier. There's 3 tiers to Cryptoys. There's the heroes, the elites, and the adventurers. The heroes will always be the premium ones, starting around $39.99. Then we'll release the elites, which is the mid tier. You could expect that to be around 19, $20. And then we'll release the adventurers, which will be sub $10. Those will obviously have higher quantities and more
that's
availability.
just stormtroopers, are they?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anything on that.
I'm not, but I'm very good at
Yeah.
unearthing these things. I see. I put you under pressure there. I didn't mean to, but no, no. Look, I'm looking forward to the gameplay, man. When
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go when, but yeah, man, that gameplay. Like, I guess these are toys like locked up away, like but a few, um, they're there obviously, and I'm not expecting any quick returns from them. But it is the first season, and this airdrop is for the true believers, right? So that's
Yeah,
that's
for
one
sure.
to, well, that's
Yeah.
one to look forward. Would it be a Tie Fighter? Well,
No,
what is the airdrop? Okay, oh, I
no,
didn't
no,
get close. I didn't even get
no.
close. Okay,
Uh,
okay.
but we hope you enjoy it. And there'll be more. Like, again, I'm batching these people that really support us early on into a segment that we can do some fun stuff with them. Not just these airdrops, but some more airdrops and some rewards and things like that. So
Okay, I'll leave you to close. So any more things that you wanna drop on? I hope to release this in a day, obviously.
yeah.
Well, in a thing, but anything that you wanna say,
Well, I
close
just
on.
want to say thank you to the community. Everyone's support has been just incredibly appreciated. Everybody sees it on the team. We post tweets and feedback on our internal Slack of what the community thinks of the unboxing and the overall experience, and it's just
Great.
incredibly heartwarming to see. Just people unboxing with their families and the smiles that it brings to people's faces, and we're just grateful. We know it's the space is in a little bit of an up and down moment. So we're just grateful for all the positive vibes that the project is getting and the belief in us. And we care very, very deeply about what we're building and take a lot of pride in what we're building. And we want to make sure we don't let anybody down, and we build the best product possible for the long term. And just grateful for the support. So if you're interested in building cool things together, and what we're building resonates with you, like, please jump into the Discord, introduce yourself. We have a really great welcoming community. Our community managers do a fantastic job. Shout out to Poof and Steph. So say hi. And I think we're building something really special here, and the reason I think it's special is because of folks like you and the community who believes in us and supports us. So my closing thoughts is less thoughts and more just thank you and just gratitude for everybody that's been supporting us so far.
Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
like I said, I'm here, man. I'm here to, like, as a space, not just the Web3 space, but the digital space, right? Like this is where we are. We're a small band of
Hmm.
people together that we want to see every kind of mini industry succeed, and you guys are approaching this from a really a different perspective than I could mostly see. So hey, dude, I'm looking forward to seeing more. So thank you so much for coming on as well. And yeah, that was it. I can't wait to see more, man. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you. Thank you so much for having me, man. I had a blast.
Thank you. I'll speak soon.